Hello, people, and welcome to the second episode of Random Rambling. I just finished recording the latest How to Cantonese series. Yeah, and actually, for this particular episode, this is actually the third attempt. I don't know why. I guess I just need practice and stuff. Since I don't have an interesting life or some kind of adventure that I've been through or going through, so let's talk about language again soon. I guess that is the most exciting part in my entire life of 25 years. And also, I am so sorry because this one is not a kind of tips tutorial or tip sharing. It was just my stupid experience about making a lot of mistakes and embarrass myself in front of people. And I'm talking about the cases when I am speaking in English, since this is what I am speaking right now in front of the camera, and I use English most of the time on the internet. So yeah, somehow I feel the most comfortable using English in front of the camera and stuff more than using my native language, which is Cantonese. Am I weird? And also, let's put a disclaimer here. I'm not trying to, shame anyone who doesn't speak perfect English. In fact, I don't think there are anyone who speaks perfect English. I just want to show that everyone makes mistakes, and of course, being a non-native speaker of English, it is guaranteed to make mistakes. So if you are learning English and you don't think yourself speak good English, it is okay. It is okay. So don't worry too much about that. Okay, let's get into the embarrassing story part. I am rambling right now. I don't know if it is related to my native language. I guess so, as Cantonese doesn't have a rhotic sound, also known as the R sound. It is difficult and sometimes confusing for me to pronounce the R. And I'm not talking about, American accent, British accent, whether it's car or car. It is more like I confuse the R sound with the L sound. And don't get me wrong, I know how to spell the words. It is just, let's say my tongue likes to troll. So, story. There was one time when I was with a friend in a cafe, and we were talking about stuff, and me trying to be sophisticated, trying to be smart and all pretentious, and somehow we get to the topic about politics. Somehow the word election appeared in my sentence, and at that very moment my tongue trolled me, and it replaced the L in election with a R. Yeah, I said erection instead of election, and my friend was like, I have to try my best to pretend not to hear that, and at the same time I am trying my best to pretend that I didn't said that. But about 5 seconds later we both felt, and yeah, moral of the story, we are all not as innocent as we think each other is. Oh god. Other than L sound and R sound, it is also kind of difficult for me to distinguish between the X sound and the C sound. It may sound weird, just saying X sound and C sound, but the thing is, I once pronounced the word successful as successful, and unable to rewind and do it correctly. I just don't know why my brain just stopped working. I'm so sorry. But I don't really have a funny story about that, so yeah, let's get to the other part. Other than pronunciation, some grammar specifically is kind of difficult or confusing for me to use correctly while speaking in English. I have to be super slow and not smooth in order to make a perfect sentence that doesn't involve any grammatical mistakes, at least the one that I am aware of. That's why you tend to see me making more mistakes and stutter a lot in these rambling vlogs rather than in the Cantonese proper video. But even though in those videos I make a lot of mistakes, like tenses and most of the time pronouns. So because in Cantonese, or the third person singular pronoun is koi, there's no difference between any gender or species and stuff. So whether it's a man, a woman, a dog, a cat, or a bottle of water, it is all koi. Then it becomes quite difficult for me to quickly come up with the correct pronoun. I guess another embarrassing moment when I make mistakes about that, it was during a lecture back in college when I first got transferred into that university, in front of the Swedish professor, and we are trying to give some comment or something like that after watching movie. I don't remember why I referenced Titanic, but anyway, I did that. I referred Rose as he. It is not a big deal, but it became a big deal when everyone in the lecture room is silent and you are the only person talking. Plus, the professor is a linguist. And similarly, I tried my best to pretend I didn't say that after discovering I made that mistake about 5 seconds ago. It must be a very hard thing for the professor to pretend that he didn't listen, he didn't heard of me referring Rose as a man, because he's a linguist. I'm so sorry, Professor. 3 years later, I'm still making the same mistake from time to time. I guess this is, the stories that I can think of at the moment about how I embarrass myself making English mistakes. I guess it's not a good thing to, encourage people to speak more. But anyway, just remember, you are not a native speaker. That's why you are bound to make mistakes, and it is totally okay. It is your privilege to do so. Actually, not just English, but every foreign language that you learn, you are bound to make mistakes. That's how you learn. Oh, you can't use this in this way. Don't wait till you think you can speak in the perfect manner, because then you are never going to open your mouth and speak. So don't be afraid to embarrass myself, because now you know you are not alone. If you felt embarrassed, always come back to this video and laugh at me. just don't laugh too loudly, okay? Anyway, that is, I guess, enough rambling for you and me today. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any experience of embarrassment to say or anything else, leave a comment down below. Leave a like, give it a thumbs up if you find this video enjoyable, self-esteem +1, or somehow helpful. Also subscribe to this channel for more of these kind of rambling. And if you're learning Cantonese, do subscribe to this channel as well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.